So for this segment where we're talking about enlisting support of fellow rebels, we're delighted to introduce Tenneson Woolf. Tenneson, thank you for joining us. I'd love to start with the first question of why you think people have such a hunger to work together in new ways without hierarchy to create a better future. What's behind the hunger?
It is the idea that when the group gathers together, the group itself is different and more than the individuals or the collection of individuals. Almost like there's a group spirit or a group energy or even a group culture that can be activated. So when we create processes for people to engage and talk and connect with one another around particular topics, I think that at a deeper level, what we're doing is activating that composite being that is the group. That's language that isn't used super widely by a lot of people and takes a little bit of attention to sort of work with. But I think what's happening in the better co-creative, collaborative processes is we're actually touching more into what is some of that wholeness energy that a group of people have. When we invite people into a different quality and a different energy of sharing with one another, I think that actually creates the ground for people to say, I trust you. I trust the work you're going to do. I don't need to micromanage it. I don't need to criticize it, all of that. One of my colleagues and mentors I mentioned earlier was Meg Wheatley, and she has often said, who we are together is different and more than who we are alone. Mm-hmm. It challenges some of the assumptions and practices that we've had of breaking things down into parts and assuming that if we can understand the parts, we'll understand the whole, when in fact there are qualities of the whole that we don't know unless we pay attention to the whole of it. Mm-hmm. It comes to speak to some things around emergence also.
How would, for people who this is very new to them, how could you introduce people to a practice, for example, like art of hosting? What is that? How does it come together? And what's the value to someone or a group of people in an organization who are saying, we really want to get together in a different way to figure out a way forward? What do they do?